Well, you may not know this, but just about any cell phone, yours included, can be pinpointed, even if you never make a call. Technology correspondent Daniel Seberg takes us beyond the headlines.
Consider your cell phone your own personal tracking device, like it or not.
The cell phone network is tracking you whenever your phone is on. Whether there's a human being receiving some data saying where your phone is, you have no idea, because the phone company has that data and it's what they're doing with it afterwards.
Authorities must have a court's permission to track anyone through cell phone locations, but once that access is granted, it's nearly foolproof.
So how exactly does it work? Well, here's the easiest way to think of cell phone tracking. In order to make or receive a call on your cell phone, your wireless provider has to know where you are. You see this flashing little light up here? You can think of that as your personal locator beacon. In a sense, it's communicating with the cell towers that are all around you all the time as you move around. And they can find you a few different ways.
Well, the cell phone always has to know what cell it's in. Otherwise, it can't send phone calls. Your average phone, when it's walking around, is in view of 2 or 3 different cells. And what the phone company can do, and this is very easy, is to compare relative signal strengths and figure out where the phone is, probably to a couple of 100 feet. They triangulate from the radio signal. The third thing is the satellite positioning system, and phones that are equipped with that system can be pinpointed within a few feet.
It's that ability to be so exact that's made it such an invaluable tool for law enforcement. Following last year's failed suicide bombings in London, British investigators used cell phone tracking to find a suspect who'd fled to Italy.
Simpson, the passenger in the car, has a gun at his head.
It was used to track O.J. Simpson's car phone while he was avoiding police along the L.A. freeways. And it was even used as far back as 1993 when police shot and killed drug lord Pablo Escobar in Colombia. But as productive as cell phone tracking can be, privacy advocates are concerned about how all this data is accessed.
I think there's a substantial worry that location information about cell phone users is being released without a court order. This is actually an open legal controversy.
If you don't like the idea of being tracked with your cell phone, well, you really only have a few choices. If you use Verizon or Sprint phones, in some cases you can set the GPS chip so it only works when you use 911. If you use Singular or T-Mobile, you're out of luck because they use the triangulation system. Or you could just turn your phone off. Daniel Seberg, CNN, Atlanta.